Welcome to the Abyss of Fear. I am Henry Albert, your guide tonight. Story 1. Elara's room. Elara, a British student, came to Japan to study and rented an old room near the university. The room seemed normal, just a little old, but the rent was cheap, so she decided to move in right away. The first night, Elara heard soft whispers coming from the wall next to her bed. Thinking it was just the wind, she covered herself with the blanket and continued sleeping. The second night, a cold feeling enveloped the room. While she was sleeping, she felt a cold hand grasp her ankle. She turned on the light, but there was no one. The third night, Elara realized something was wrong. She looked in the mirror to check her hair and was startled to see her reflection smiling, even though she wasn't smiling. Frightened, she quickly turned away, but when she looked back, the reflection was still staring at her, the smile gradually growing wider and more eerie. She ran out of the room that night. The next morning, the homeowner came to check and was horrified to discover in the wall of the room was the shriveled corpse of a woman, her mouth still smiling crookedly. Story 2. Nathan and the Man Without a Face. Nathan is an American tourist who loves to explore secret places. On a trip to Romania, he accidentally wandered into a village hidden deep in the forest. The villagers were scared when they saw him and warned, "When the moon rises, do not look at the shadows." That night, Nathan slept in a small house prepared by the villagers. While investigating the warning, he looked through the window and found a tall shadow under a tree. It had no face, just a black void. His heart pounded, but instead of running away, he held a flashlight and shined it on the creature. Immediately, the shadow turned its head towards him. The pop-up window would be turned on. A slow knock sounded. Nathan stepped back, holding his breath. Entered the second, the third, then silence. Thinking that everything was over, he breathed a sigh of relief. The next morning, the villagers came to find Nathan, but the apartment was empty. There was only a black handprint on the window. Perhaps someone had leaned in close to observe. Story 3. Isabella's Lullaby. Isabella is a famous opera singer in Italy, with a captivating voice. One day, she receives a mysterious sheet of music left at her door, with no composer. The words on the sheet of music read, "Sing, and I will come." Curious, Isabella tries to sing. The melody is strange but enchanting, but when she finishes singing, the room suddenly becomes dark. Shadows begin to appear on the walls, moving slowly, whispering in a strange language. Each night she sings the song, the shadows get closer. On the seventh night, when she sings the last note, a dark figure touches her shoulder. Isabella screams, but no one hears. The next morning, her apartment is found empty, without a trace. But on the grand stage of the theater, people hear someone whispering the song, even though the stage is completely empty. Story 4. Victor's Doll. Victor, a 10-year-old Russian boy, lives with his parents in a small village. One day, he finds an old doll in the woods. It is a wooden doll with a meticulously carved face, but the eyes look strangely like they have a soul. Since bringing the doll home, Victor begins to hear a soft laugh every night. At first, he thinks it is just an illusion, but then the objects in the house suddenly become disturbed. Strange stains appear on the floor, like the small footprints of a child. One night, Victor's mother finds the doll sitting on her son's bed, even though she had previously put it in the closet. The next morning, when Victor opens the door to his room, the boy has disappeared. Only the doll sits in the middle of the bed, its eyes shining strangely, and on its lips is a smile exactly like Victor's. Story 5. Station 13. The story of Thomas. Thomas is a station master in France, working at an old station that is about to close. One night, he is assigned to re-inspect Station 13, an area that has long been abandoned because of too many mysterious accidents. While on patrol, he hears the sound of wheels rolling on the tracks. An old train rushes into the station, emitting a deafening screech. It is a train like he has never seen before. The train doors open, and a passenger steps out. He is wearing a classic black suit, but he has no head. Thomas trembles and steps back, but the headless man holds out a ticket. When he reaches out to take it, his whole body freezes. A cold wind blows by. The next morning, Thomas's uniform is found neatly placed on a waiting chair, but no one has seen him again. Even now, every night at station number 13, people can still hear the slow footsteps and whispers of invisible passengers, waiting for their ghost train. That's it for today, but the darkness never sleeps. If you dare to step into the world of horror obsession, subscribe and like to see more nightmares. See you in the next story.